Okay, so here's the third part to this spring problem we're looking at, where we have it without any damping. We're trying to solve therefore for u double prime plus 17u equals 0, and u of 0 equals 1, u prime of 0 equals 7. Okay. So the characteristic equation is just 4r squared plus 17 is 0. So r squared is negative 17 over 4. This means that r is what? Plus or minus square root of 17 over 2i, right? So that gives us u here. Since there's no real part, the exponential part's missing. But I have u equals a cosine of square root of 17 over 2t plus b sine square root of 17 over 2t. And our u prime then is going to be negative a square root of 17 over 2 sine of square root of 17 over 2t plus b times square root of 17 over 2 cosine of square root of 17 over 2t. So here these square roots of 17 over 2 are coming out of here from the chain rule. So my u of 0 is just a times 1 plus b times 0. But we set this equal to 1, and this means that a is 1. And then our u prime of 0 is going to be what? So it's going to be negative a times 0 plus b times square root of 17 over 2. And this was 7. So that means b here is what? 14 over square root of 17. So now I have my u here. My u is this cosine of square root of 17 over 2t plus 14 over square root of 17 sine of square root of 17 over 2t, right? But we want to write this in the form c cosine square root of 17 over 2t minus alpha. Okay. And you know, this is 1 here. We don't write it, but it's 1. But so we have to solve c cosine alpha equals 1 to match that part, and c sine alpha equals 14 over square root of 17. Okay, and we note that our a here was 1, is bigger than 0, and b here is 14 over square root of 17 is bigger than 0 too. And we need this to get alpha. Okay, so we had what? We had our c cosine alpha equals 1, c sine alpha equals 14 over square root of 17. So that's going to give us c squared is 1 squared plus 14 over square root of 17 squared. So this is what? 1 plus 196 over 17 or square root of 213 over 17. Okay, and I know the tangent of alpha by the ratio here, and the c's canceling, is 14 over square root of 17 over 1, right? Because sine over cosine is tangent. Now again, I need the fact here that my a is positive and my b is positive to get that alpha equals the arctangent of 14 over square root of 17. My other cases, A negative, B positive, A positive, B negative, A negative, B negative. For those other cases, I can't just use the arctangent. I'm going to get something like the arctangent plus pi, or maybe arctangent plus 2 pi, something like that. But anyways, we have our final result here, that our u is going to be our c here, square root of 213 over 17, then cosine, we have a square root of 17 over 2t, minus my alpha here was arctangent of 14 over square root of 17. Right? And of course, in WebWork, you can write these as decimals and such. I like to write things like this personally because these are exact numbers, but I think in WebWork they want decimal answers. But in WebWork you can write algebraic answers. So anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Thank you.